Now here is the drawing regarding the stairs. We have a plan over here, we have sections over here, and let me go here in the architectural plan to see the exact placing of this stair. This stair is starting right from this position, it is going over here, here we have the landing, and it is going in this direction. Now if you see in the front elevation, you can check the stairs as well, it is going here the upward and then move toward this direction. So this is how these stairs will exactly placed. Now what we need to do is we need to find out the formwork right now, and it is important to check what are the components of the formwork, where we need exactly the formwork and which of the quantity we need to find out. So let's see one of the picture over here in order to check this all in detail. Now this is the picture regarding the stair formwork, and for stair formwork, first of all what we need to find out, we need to find out the base formwork. This one at the bottom, you can see this is called as bottom formwork or the base formwork, in which this is also L kind of stair. So we need to find out first the flight 1 formwork, the bottom, then landing, then flight 2. Next what we need to find out, we need to find out riser boards. These are called as riser boards. So we need to find out the next as the riser boards, and next to it we need to find out the side formwork. And for side formwork, here in this case you can see we have one of the side is connected with the wall, so there is no need to find out the side for this, but one of the side is open at this end, so we need to find out the side formwork for only one side. So this is what we need to find out, what the bottom formwork for the flight 1, flight 2 and the landing as well. Then we need to find out the riser boards and the side formwork. Now let me go here in again the plan, and let me first go here in the ground floor. This is basically our plan. You can see the same plan over here in the Revit architecture, and I have created one 3D model over here in order to give you the exact idea regarding the stair. It is very important. So plan is over here, the same plan. Let me simply go here in the 3D model, and you can see these are the stairs starting right from this position, it is going in this direction and then at this direction. So what we need to find out, we need to find out the base right from this position up till here, then we have to find out the landing formwork and flight 2 formwork. Next to it we need to find out the riser boards over here, riser board at this end, this end, this end. So we need to calculate the total number of risers over here. Now then we need to find out the side formwork, and remember in side formwork we have only one side, and we need to find out for flight 1 and flight 2. There is no need to find out side formwork for the landing because it is going to connect with the next flight. So we do not need here the formwork, the side formwork over here. All we need to do is we need to find out the flight 1 up to this position, then flight 2 right up to this position. Let me simply go here to give you right from this position. Okay, first of all up to this position, then in this direction. So hope you understand how these stairs will exactly placed over here and how we can find out the formwork and what is the component, what are the components for the formwork over here. So let's move over here again in the drawing, and let's find out the formwork. In this regard we have plan over here, we have section over here, and it is very important to have section regarding this. Now our stair is starting right from this position, we have the beam over here as well, stair beam is over here, reinforcement is starting right from this position. This is basically the ground level, and our bottom formwork will start right from this position because this is underground. We will dig right from this position, we will do the excavation over here, we will put the concrete over here, the steel over here, then the concrete up to this position. This is level to the ground. Then all we need to do is we need to place first the bottom formwork up till this position, then the landing, then the next flight. So go here and let me simply go here in formwork, move or copy, and then I'll go with move to end, create copy, and press OK. I'll rename this one, and I'll rename this with formwork for stairs, formwork for stairs. Done from here. Next I'll write here as well formwork for stairs, stairs. Next, I'll delete all of this stuff from here, no problem. Delete all of this stuff. Next to it, what we need to find out, I'll write here stair formwork, it is okay. And what are the components? So we need to find out the base first of all, for flight 1, flight 2 and the landing. Next to it we need to find out the riser boards, and then next we need to find out the side. So first what we need to find out, the bottom form work. First we have landing 1, then we have landing 2, and then not landing 1 but flight 1, then we have landing, then we have flight 2. So for flight 1, I'll simply go here, we have only one, and then we need to find out the length for this. So for length, we will take the length right from this position up to ground level up till this position. So this is basically AutoCAD, and we can find out through DL command very easily. We will do also the manual calculations through PDF drawing as well. Don't worry right now, just check how we can do all of these calculations in AutoCAD first. Okay, and mainly in construction nowadays we use AutoCAD as a tool, so don't worry. This is also important to understand the AutoCAD, how we can do the takeoff here in the AutoCAD. So it is a total of 3.875 meter is the length. So put it over here, 3.875. Next to it, what about the breadth? So in the formwork we need the square meter, the area over here. So it will be equal to what? The length of the flight 1 and breadth of flight 1. So breadth of flight 1 will be equal to breadth of our stair. So what is the breadth? DL command, start the breadth. And it is total of 1200 millimeter, mean 1.2 meter. I'll put simply over here 1.2, and next to it, in order to find out the total, it is equal to this multiplied by this multiplied by this. Hit enter. Next we have landing over here. So landing is only 1. Let me simply go here, and for landing it is important to use the section again. Don't take this dimension, this one and this one. This is basically the horizontal and this is inclined, so there is difference between both of these. So for landing, total landing width is 1200 millimeter, if you can see here in the horizontal plan, but here in the vertical plan we have already done the formwork up till this position. Now it is time to take the formwork right from this position up till here only. 850 millimeter multiply breadth of our stair. So 850 millimeter mean 0.850, and next to it breadth of our stair is 1.2 meter. Hit enter. Next I'll move it toward this direction. It is okay. Now let's move for the flight number 2. Number as 1. Next to it we need to find out the total length for this. This is basically flight number 2. We have section at BB as well, and this is basically for flight number 2, in which we have the landing over here and the total length over here. So total length right from this position up till here, because we have already done the formwork here in the landing. So sometime for flight I use the landing, so sorry for this. This is flight number 2. It is 1.375 meter as flight number 2. 1.375. Next we have 1.2 as a breadth of our stair, and next what we will do, we'll drag this over here. So we have find out flight number 1, we have find out landing, we have find out flight number 2. Now it is time to find out the riser boards. Done. And first let's calculate how many riser boards we have. So we can check it from the section. First of all, we need to just add the riser board over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then we need 12, 13 and 14 riser board we have over here. What? 14 riser boards. So I'll put it as number in numbers 14. What about the breadth?
It is 1.2. In riser board, definitely in length of riser board it will be equal to breadth of our stair. So it is 1.2, And what about the height? Height of the riser board will be equal to height of our riser. So this is basically the riser. It is mentioned over here. It is 225 mm and a 0.225. Hit enter. Next, let's move toward this direction. Now, next to it, we need to find out what? We need to find out the side plates. So in this regard, side plate for flight 1 and then flight 2. Next to it, number as 1 and we need to go for the length over here. So it will be equal to length of flight number 1. Right from this position up to here, definitely we need to put the side. I have already explained here as well. We need to start right from this position and it will go up till this position. So it is a total, you can see over here as well. So let me simply go here in AutoCAD, and it will start from this position up till this position. So it is total of 3.874. It is equal to this one. We can just use that particular value as well. 3.875 because this is the value of flight number 1. And what about the height? So in height, we need to take this value. It will be, the side plate will be right from this position. It will go up to this position. Let me go here. This is the total height we need over here, 330 mm. So 330 means 0.330. Now next to it, we need to go for flight number 2 as well. So what about the length over here? For flight number 2, again, we will start right from this position. For flight number 2, we need the side formwork as well, and it is 1.375, the same. So I'll put it as 1.375. And what about the height? 0.33. You can put the height over here as well, no problem. Done. And let me just drag this formula up to this position and a double click over here, move it toward this direction, hit enter, and now we will use this as well over here. Now we have a total area here, and I think it is not true. Let me delete this one, and I'll go with equal to sum, start the bracket, and choose the range from here, close the bracket and hit enter. So it is total of 12.83 meters square of formwork we need here in the stairs. And this is basically the process how we can find out the formwork here in AutoCAD.